Hello, I'm Chef Bart Black. I'm chef owner of Black's Market Table, and we have some beautiful Gulf oysters. And I'm going to show you how I shuck the oysters. You can see how my knife is. You want it to curve up so it acts as like a pry or a fulcrum. Always take home and wash them, and you can even scrub them lightly with a brush to get that any sand or grit that might have accumulated on the oyster. What you have to find is where the oysters are joined at the pointy side of it, not the rounded side. So you find where the oyster's joined, and you kind of work your knife in there a little bit. Make sure you're pushing down with this hand, and then I use that angle up to open the oyster up. Okay, and then I slowly work my knife in, and I'm turning it until the oyster opens. Okay? Now once I get it open, I'm going to scrape this meat that's connected to the shell back into one side, and then there's a connector muscle inside the oyster that I disconnect. And then your oyster's kind of free floating inside the shell. So I get it inside there, then I twist my knife to open it, pull it back, scrape the connector muscle right here. I'm putting the oyster back in this shell. And then connector muscle on this side. Now, this is a nice oyster. Beautiful, meaty. The flesh looks very fresh. There's also great salt water inside this oyster. Try to save this broth. We're going to make a cilantro lime pesto to put on that oyster, and then we're going to bake them in the oven. So I have one bunch of cilantro. I'm just rough chopping it. I'm going to go directly in the food processor. 3/4 of a cup cotija cheese, fresh garlic. Instead of mincing the garlic, I put my knife and just hit it, and then just give it a quick chop. About a 1/4 cup of pecan. I'm not going to use pine nut in my pesto. I want to use pecan because it's southern and it's local. Okay, so let's get the juice of 2 limes. Here's another chef's secret. Instead of squeezing the limes with your hand, put them in between your tongs and squeeze. Look at that. Now we'll put the lid back on and pulse. Okay, so I'm just pulsing to get it started, and then I'll turn it on and slowly drizzle in my olive oil. Okay, now I'm adding salt, cracked black pepper. Nice, beautiful, creamy pesto. Boom. A little spoon of the cilantro pesto. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to bake it in a 350-degree convection oven for about 8 minutes. Right on. Here's our cilantro baked oysters. So to plate these up, I put a little salt down, and that holds them in place. And we're not going to eat it. It just really is for display purposes. Hey, Rochelle, come here. You know what they say about oysters? I know Rochelle likes lime juice, so squeeze a little citrus on there and enjoy. Are they good?
That's awesome. That's delicious.
It really is good. Really nice and fresh from the cilantro. You get that brightness from the lime juice.
You get the brininess from the salt water in there, and the cotija cheese. You know me, I don't even love oysters. Those are good.
Awesome. Thank you. This is something you can make really quickly at home. It probably took us 30 minutes. And if you don't feel like making dinner at home tonight, you can always come into Black's Market Table and be happy to cook for you. I'm going to eat this a little bit too. Yeah, it's good.